for the weekly news roundup that comes your way every Sundays, where we give you a recap of some of the stories that ran in the due course of the week. And in the week that was, a number of stories happened, both good and bad. But now to look at some of the stories that could have also aired in the week, thousands of people gathered at St. Charles Luanga Secondary School grounds to bid farewell to the late Honorable Margaret Babadiri, the former parliament for the district representing persons with a disability. Jurua Joseph has more details on the story.
People from all walks of life stormed the grounds of St. Charles Luanga Secondary School in Koboko District to pay their last respect to their fallen leader, the late Honorable Margaret Babadiri. Babadiri was a member of parliament for Koboko District who represented the persons with disability. The family of Babadiri, led by Gerald Guma, one of the sons, eulogized the late Honorable as a peace-loving and God-fearing person.
She was a God-fearing, loving, kind person. She would love everything to be done in unity.
We left us with values. One of them is God-fearing. Ever since we were children, we used to pray together.
The Lord Bishop Ochano Dochi of Arua Diocese, who presided over the Holy Mass, praised the late for her virtuous life she lived despite all the challenges she met, and warned Ugandans to stop corruption.
Honorable Margaret Babadiri lived by the virtue of faith, hope, and love. These are basic virtues. We have so much corruption. Corruption is not a virtue. It is not.
Meanwhile, Honorable Dr. Charles Ayume, the Member of Parliament for Koboko Municipality, reminded the office of the President over the continuous unfulfilled pledges.
Your Excellency, you experienced the section between Nebi and Arua. I'm sure you should have been here much earlier, but the road is unlovable. So please, when you're discussing with him, converse about that section, especially for part 2. I know it is work in progress, but please tell Ministry of Works to do what we call forward maintenance. Finally,
Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Jessica Alupo, the Vice President of Uganda, promised the people of Koboko that all the issues raised will be presented to His Excellency the President. In the speech of the President, as read by Alupo, President Museveni described the demise of late Babadiri as a great loss to the country following her resourcefulness to Uganda.
I know that there is also an outstanding road from Koboko to Yumbe and to Moyo. Even that road is on plan and it's going to be worked on. I am glad that we are happy now in West Nile, at least with the electricity national grid. It used to be number one whenever I would come to West Nile. But now, Lord Bishop, it has disappeared from the list of challenges faced by the people of West Nile.
Babadiri, a retired secondary teacher and a former woman member of parliament for Koboko District, succumbed to acute heart attack on the 9th of January 2025. Babadiri was laid to rest at Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Parish in Koboko District on the 16th of January 2025. Joseph Jura reporting. Catholic Parish in Koboko District on the 16th of January 2025. Joseph Jura reporting.
Moving on, still within the week that is ending, the district councillors boycotted council sitting of unpaid allowances on the 16th of January 2025 in a meeting which was called at the district office, where they promised not to work until their arrears are met. Alfred Jawok with more on the story.
Without district money, we can survive. This is yet harvesting season. Nebi district councillors of today, 16th January 2025,
boycotted all council meetings until they are paid their allowances. The district councillors are demanding unpaid allowances for the last council meetings held at the district. When the councillors were called for the council meeting today, chaos erupted after the councillors failed to turn up, accusing the district officials for failing to pay them. Honorable Shotum Brown, district councillor in sub-county, said there will be no council meetings until the arrears are paid.
These are the same people who have used the money meant for health for referral. These are all money which was used by them. Now we are tired of this district. We know if the boat is capsizing, someone would even use his tactics to remove your life jacket to survive with. We as a people who are demanding for development for our people of Nebi, we are not going to accept that.
We have called it off because of our areas.
A group of district councillors led by Parombo Town Council representative Honorable Francis Owondomer have vowed not to attend council sessions until their money is paid.
Because as councillors we are betrayed for so long, we are used as tools for so long. We could allow and sit for the meeting, and yet the facilitation is there. We could be called for the meeting and we sit, and after the sittings we find there is no facilitation, and we agreed and go home even on credit. But today, councillors have decided that no amount of convincing words can make them sit for the meeting, which we agreed, and we have all unanimously agreed that when they get all the facilitation and they call meeting, because for so long they have only used councillors when there is priorities, and the priorities they want to fulfill and want to be made. Like in council term, we call it undelegated powers.
Meanwhile, Honorable Peace Wekira, female district councillor Kuching sub-county, equally said they had no other choice but to boycott the meeting.
We are supposed to have the council, for which this council was meant to be done on credit. Prior to that, we had a committee meeting that was not paid, and when it came to attention of the councillors, they realized that it was not possible for them to have this council held based on.
The district council speaker Nebi district Honorable Kizito Ngan said a meeting has been scheduled to discuss the standoff with the councillors.
We have been having challenges with the finances because for us we are tied by the Local Governments Act that we use 20% of the collection of the previous years to conduct activities of council.
However, Honorable Emmanuel Rombi, Nebi district chairperson, confirmed the incident and said he has calmed the situation and another council meeting is scheduled for 24th January 2025.
Today and tomorrow, which will be 16th, then we can warrant by Monday, then within the course of next week, the money can come out. The money can come out, then in the next 2 weeks we can have the council sitting. Probably I told them by 24th of this month we will have the council sitting. That's all.
This trend of councillors boycotting meetings over unpaid arrears raises concerns about the management of public funds and the welfare of local government officials. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast. Officials. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Still moving on with the news bulletin, parents in the Juma district have been asked to support their children while at school, and this is also coming at a time as the schools are set to reopen. And this call is made in Juma district as Alan Onjima has more onto the story.
School is going to start on 2nd of February 2025. Parents in Ajuman district have been called to be supportive to their children and ensure they join school. Addressing journalists on 14th of Jan 2025, Taban Atapita asked parents to give maximum needs to support their children.
As all of you are aware, schools are beginning on the 2nd of February. And therefore, I'm appealing to all parents that let us begin accumulating and getting the little we have so that we can be able to send our children to school as early as possible on the 5th. I've also realized that there are some parents who have decided to be drinking very early in the morning. I think soon we are going to take an operation because this is not the time for drinking. We should be doing some work, at least to support us. Therefore, I am calling upon parents, let us not waste all.
Tabandat also added that boda riders should be vigilant about the people they are carrying, since we are still in festive season where we still have wrong people among us.
I still want to call upon our boda riders that a group of wrong people have entered the district. So following them, they pretend sometimes to be passengers when they have different aims. So I want to call upon our riders to be very, very careful, especially when they move or somebody picks them at night to be taking them to a distant place. They should be very, very careful. Otherwise, you may lose your source of income, the motorcycle that you are using.
Meanwhile, Baru Richard Ega, the district Boda chairperson, said to his fellow riders in the Juman district and West Nile region at large to be vigilant during the operation of Boda and be careful with the passengers they are carrying.
My fellow riders, be vigilant. Wear security during night hour. As I talked some 2 days back, we had a lost motorcycle during night hour, and this person lost his motorcycle because of his negligence. He doesn't even know who the person is carrying. Around 2 a.m. he carried 2 gentlemen and he took them to that side of Una during night hour. So reaching to Lumia, so they just hang him and take away the motorcycle. So I'm appealing to my fellow riders, make sure when you are carrying a person, you should know who is this, and you should have someone behind you guiding you so that you will be safe.
Baru continues to say that most of the riders in the Juman district are not following the rules of the traffic and the road signs, which is leading to massful accidents. He, however, said they should make sure that they have motorcycle helmets and other protective gears.
Concerning road sign or traffic rules, in Uganda, when you are riding or when you are driving, law said you should have a permit. But if you take it generally in Germany, in 100% you may get only maybe 15% who has a permit. It's like majority of us are not qualified to be right on this road. However, we are trying to get something for our family that makes sure you follow the rules of roads. Like when you are on motorcycle, you keep left. Keep left. Ugandans have to keep left. When you are on machine, too, your motorcycle should have all those things like this insurance. Your motorcycle should have side mirrors. Motorcycle should have indicator. So all those things, I'm saying it here, few of us are not mind of what I mentioned.
Ajuman district last year registered more cases of accidents with 48 deaths and 187 injured. Oraku Benson Pastore, Onzima Alan, reporting for West Nile Television.
Moving on, the young mothers in Vura Sub-County and part of Onjevo Ward in Arua City have been empowered with vocational skills in different traits of life, and the training was implemented by SEFOD through Aga Khan Foundation with funding from the Global Affairs Canada. The trainees mainly got skills on tailoring, motorcycle repair, and many others, as Jurua Joseph has more detail on the story.
As many young youths struggle with employment challenges after school, several of them always resort to other options like hiring of equipment to let life flow. Some of the SWEET project participants expressed on their journey after the training as they shared their historical pleasure.
Things were hard, but even though it was not there, I look for always to rent from my friends. I was able to get little money to help me with my family.
I'm going to prosper, I'm going to be more active, and I'll expose myself to very many customers. As now I'm going to receive my machine, I'm going to be very more creative. Let me think. Now after being more creative, I think I'm going to get some money whereby I'll now do whatever. I'm going to be a fashion designer, a high tailor.
Meanwhile, the chairman local council 1 of Ombokoro village, Michael Aya, applauded Seford for the good move to skill the women in his area and encourage the women to take on development.
Well, I thank Seford for giving the machine to my people. And according to the issue, the only thing I want them to develop themselves.
Frida Lekru, the Gender Transformation Officer for Seford, mentioned the outcome of the project.
We trained 400 adolescent girls and young women in different trades or vocational skills areas. The parishes we trained are Jono, Eruba, Ringli in Arua district, and also part of Onjivu ward in Arua city. Today we are glad to give out startup kit, which is sewing machine, to some of the adolescent girls and young women we trained in tailoring.
Lekuru, however, believes that the knowledge got by the trainees can be of great impact in the society, while the district chairperson of Arua district, Honorable Alfred Okonji, encouraged the public to have job matching to create more business and marketing for the various groups.
Even make them acquire more machines whereby they can get money out of them, use it for upgrading, and they can become potential trainers.
The only thing now is they need to start making money. Let these ladies benefit from PGM without fear of ever. We need to do marketing for these ladies. Two things, job matching and marketing. That is why I want them to be in one place. It will be easier for me to follow them up.
The SWEET project was funded by the Global Affairs Canada through Aga Khan Foundation and implemented by Seford. The 2 years project that looked at empowering the young girls and women to address the challenge of property acquisition costed a total of 23 billion Ugandan shillings. Joseph Chura reporting.
Moving on, Obongi District has created new administrative units as part of its efforts to enhance and ease effective service delivery as per the Ministry of Local Government. Alan Onzima has more on the story.
During the previous council session, contacted at the district headquarters in Obongi, Otim Benson Humphrey, the Chief Administrative Officer of Obongi District, guided the House of August to seek technical advice simply because the 4 town councils and sub-counties population does not respond to the standards of Ministry of Local Government Act of 2005. Honorable Fungaru Kaps Hassan, the Member of Parliament representing Obongi, said it will be viable if the entire Western Nile sticks on its town status.
It would be viable for Obongi now and for Moyo, Azimane, General Western Nile is to go for the urban units. Like Moyo is pushing for the municipality, and that one Moyo qualifies for it for historical reasons and for other reasons. Azimane qualifies for a municipality. Obongi would go for town councils. The town councils of Obongi here, for example, Ndirindi Town Council, Itula Town Council, and Ewaka Town Council. They would first create these town councils and make them to work.
Honorable Okonzi Louis Drale, the district vice chairman LC5, said, as a district, they are creating town councils and sub-counties regardless of every circuit.
I concur with what my colleague, Honorable DLC, represented older person, what he has elaborately explained to us here, equally to the deaf members, and also I do accord respect to the guidance offered by the Chief Administrative Officer. However, this has not started today in the August House, right from the time when we are for next session. He advised us on the same note, but we stood our decision as a day that matters the appropriate time was not offered. As a district, we are going to take decision to create administrative units and also to have one constituency in Obong district. That's why we are now talking about creation of these villages, creation of the parishes, creation of the sub-counties, creation of the town councils, and the county that we have come up with.
Honorable Haji Buga Kemis, the Lucy-5 appealed to the concerned ministry to work and ensure decentralization in Obongi district.
You know, you heard from various honorable members, we have created sub-counties, we have created parishes, we have created villages, we have created town council, and then also additional, we have created one county, which is called Obongi North County, for the purpose of service delivery. All those things are done because of purpose of service delivery. For that, my response now here is, I know government also has its laws, its regulations, and then many other things. For that, my request to government is, Obong district has only one county. Obong district has only 6 sub-counties. For that, for the big district to have only one county, then also 6 sub-county, it is not possible comparing to other districts.
Oraku Benson Pastore, Onzima Alan.
Sub-county, it is not possible comparing to other districts.
Oraku Benson Pastore, Onzima Alan, reporting for West Nile Television Nilecast.
Moving on, government has supported leaders under parish development mode in Moyo district by giving 100 tablets and power banks to help ease their work in the district, following the report that Moyo district is among the district performing well under the implementation of the program. Dominic Antonio Kumu has more detail onto the story.
Government has sent 100 tablets and power banks to be distributed to the parish chiefs and the parish development model SACCO chairpersons for the smooth running of the parish development model in Moyo district, following a report which was published in the media which placed Moyo district among the best performed districts in the parish development model implementation across the country. Nyerere Julius Ambama, the Assistant Resident District Commissioner Moyo, while handing over the gadgets to the beneficiaries, said over 17.5 million people live in abject poverty and urged the Parish Development Model Secretariat to disseminate the information about the Parish Development Model to the people so that they can get the people out of poverty through the Parish Development Model program.
We have 17.5 million people who are living in abject poverty. It is our collective effort. We need to propagate this message to our people. 1 million shilling is a reasonable figure. Our people should transform their mindset. Our people should think along that line and compare it to the economic development so that they can come out of poverty.
Asusi Bisam, the Secretary of Finance, Planning and Production, Moyo District Local Government, called for teamwork among the beneficiaries, saying, though Moyo was among the best performed districts in the implementation of the Parish Development Model, the leaders need to do better with the gadgets now in place.
I thank all of you for the good work you have done and you are still doing. As remarked by the representative of CAP, at least you have put Moyo District on the map of Uganda for the good work and the people. It is not commercial officer, it is not the district community development officer, neither COW, neither PASS, neither LC5, but it is because of all of you, the work that you have done.
Asianjo Catherine Riri, the Assistant Principal Secretary Moyo District, who represented the Chief Administrative Officer, said the issue of gadgets has been very core in the implementation of the Parish Development Model, saying the parish chiefs have been using their own gadgets for implementing the program and delivered on time, and expected them to do more with the gadgets now provided by the government so that they realize better results.
The issue of gadget has been a core. Much as issue of deadline takes precedence, but Most of these things we have been striving using our local and personal gadgets. And personally for me, I am very grateful because now if we have this to aid our activity, definitely we really have to conclude for better. With the support of the government, in front of us we have received 100 pieces of tablets, 100 pieces of power banks, and 80 chargers, meaning with the chargers we have received less by 20. As a district, we have entrusted this tablet. After handing over, we are entrusting the safety, the security, the management of the tablets to the individuals.
The 100 tablets and power banks were given to all the parish chiefs and the parish development model chairpersons of all the parishes across the district, aimed at aiding the smooth running of the parish development model program within the district. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
Moving on with the bulletin, beneficiaries of parish development model in Arinyapi sub-county in Ajuman district are said to have registered success under the program, which is meant to eradicate the citizens out of poverty. Alan Onzima with more on the story.
The community members in Arinyapi sub-county in Ajumani district have registered success in parish development model since money was disbursed in the accounts. This was revealed during the monitoring program organized by the district LC5 chairman Honorable Anyama Ben while addressing the beneficiaries of PDM in Zoloke parish in Arinyapi sub-county. He urged the beneficiaries to embrace the government program, especially the parish development program.
With all the 56 parishes in the district of 11 sub-counties to assess the success in PDM and the challenges. And I realized, one, the people have received the money and they've appreciated the support of the government. Secondly, the people have also said they've benefited. One, because you may find somebody who is for crop saying after 1 million he is now getting about 10, 15 million. Those who are for livestock, also they're saying, some are saying they have now 20, 30 cows, 30 goats, 20 pigs, 5 cows, meaning the number is going up. I want to appreciate the NRM government and the president for coming up with this policy.
Mawa George Larry, a rice enterprise farmer and the same time a beneficiary of parish development model in Arinyapi sub-county, applaud the government of Uganda for the development plan and urge the relevant authority to support community to engage in agricultural mechanization in order to upgrade more yields for better.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank the government of Uganda for initiating this program, PDM. PDM has helped us a lot, especially me. I received this money 2003, 1 million. That 2003 I planted money. I planted the rice. I got 45 bags. Then I sell. I got 6 million. Last year, 2004, I also planted 9 acres. I got 50 bags of rice, and I sold. I also got 6 million and 600. So, my request to government, when it is possible, they will help me with the tractor, because I have land almost 50 acres. So when they help me, they will not help me alone. They help also the community around.
Izakari Ronald, a youth in Arinyapi, highlighted the performance of the parish development model in the area and said it's going well, however much challenges have been registered concerning the fund.
The youth have been given some facilities to get in the PDM program, but to my own observation, the youths are not given the usual proportion of the total number of which they are supposed to get. Actually, the few youths which have get the PDM, they are progressing well with it.
Senseko Dominic, the sub-county chairman LC3, expressed his view, adding that different groups have received the PDM fund in different versions, which meant them to use it in different times.
Move began yesterday. Yesterday we moved to two parishes, that's Lere, rather Elegu and Arasi. Today we moved to Lere Parish, and here today we are with the Zingine and Ituji Parish together. Generally speaking, to the best of my knowledge, from the views collected from the beneficiaries and the communities at large, yes, they receive the PDM money, but in different groups and in different enterprises. And with the more so, I'm saying there are a lot of changes, and some of them are in process. In March this year, there are few who are going also to benefit from PDM money. I would like to advise my community generally. This PDM money is a revolving fund. One who has benefited from this PDM money, they might inject the money in business so as to change their livelihood.
Adjumani district received a total of 5.6 billion, distributed some to beneficiaries, and are left with balance of 61 million. Kashundot Fancy Onzima Alan reporting for West Nile Television, Nile Cars.
Moving on with the news bulletin, the leadership of Boda in Arua City is warning against the rising number of illegal Boda riders in the city, and this comes at a time as they are planning to stage a crackdown on errant riders to create sanity in the city. Julia Joseph with more on the story.
Arua City Boda Association, under the leadership of Swadik Amako, has warned the youth who do not meet the required standard to keep off the industry. In response to the achievement registered by the association in reducing the rampant road carnage during the festive season, Amako called upon parents to stop the young and underaged boys not to get on road.
You see, normally when people break for holidays, very many students resort to do this work of borders instead of doing other constructive works. Yes, it is because the entry and the exit in the border is very free. Just a matter of affording a motorcycle. You see somebody on road. Sometimes they come even on road without even consulting us. Right now, if you go just on the road here, you will get somebody below even 11 years riding a raksa, riding a motorcycle.
Mungufen Foundation, a community-based organization in Arua City, recently took on the mantle to train the Boda riders on the basic riding safety on road. Lawrence Echoni, the administrator with the organization, explained the need to sensitize the industry more.
We made sure that at least we work with this particular entity to make sure that at least our city grows. We actually sat with the Boda Association office, with the management, to make sure that at least there has to be rules set to guide if somebody wants to become a Boda rider. First of all, there has to be that age. Once you're below that age, you don't qualify to become a Boda rider. 2, you need to have some little knowledge. 3, there is the track record. You see information being filed about you, which has to be done by the Boda Association. And these are some of the reasons why most of these people, they dodge the association.
Arua City mainly registers 3 major categories of accidents, ranging from fatal, serious, and minor ones, which are mainly associated to recklessness on the road by the road users, said Latif Sekaja, the OC Traffic Arua City.
When you look at the current trend of accidents that normally happens in Arua City as whole, there are 3 in nature. We always have fatal accidents, we have serious accidents and minor accidents. And when you look at the fatal accidents, sometimes the key factor, it is the recklessness of both the drivers and riders. Sometimes even the pedestrians who normally cross the road recklessly, who uses the road recklessly without due care of their lives and even others who uses the road.
Sekaja advised the parents to stop permitting the juveniles to ride or drive before they meet the required standard.
The same to minors, and when you look at the category of the drivers, when it comes to the riders, more so they are, I may call them juveniles. The reason being that many younger boys are in the holidays. So I urge you parents, guardians, to help these younger boys not to ride. A case in point, many of them are riding Lexus, the so-called tricycles. You find a boy below the age of 18 is riding a Lexus, yet he's supposed to have a driving license of class B1 to make sure that he's fit on the road, but many parents don't consider that.
Joseph Chura reporting.
Hello? Eh? Mere mikuyo. Mi sound nyoli.
Under the leadership of Swadik Amaku, has warned the youth who do not meet the required standard to keep off the industry. In response to the achievement registered by the association in reducing the rampant road carnage during the festive season, Amaku called upon parents to stop the young and underaged boys not to get on road.
You see, normally when people break for holidays, very many students resort to do this work of borders instead of doing other constructive works. Yes, it is because the entry and the exit in the border is very free. Just a matter of affording a motorcycle. You see somebody on road. Sometimes they come even on road without even consulting us. Right now, if you go just on the road here, you will get somebody below even 11 years riding a raksa, riding a motorcycle.
Mungufen Foundation, a community-based organization in Arua City, recently took on the mantle to train the border riders on the basic riding safety on road. Lawrence Echoni, the administrator with the organization, explained the need to sensitize the industry more.
We made sure that at least we work with this particular entity to make sure that at least our city grows. We actually sat with the border association office with the management to make sure that at least there has to be rules set to guide if somebody wants to become a border rider. First of all, there has to be that age. Once you're below that age, you don't qualify to become a border rider. 2, you need to have some little knowledge. 3, there is the track record. You see information being filed about you, which has to be done by the border association. And these are some of the reasons why most of these people, they dodge the association.
Arua City mainly registers 3 major categories of accidents, ranging from fatal, serious and minor ones, which are mainly associated to recklessness on the road by the road users, said Latif Sekaja, the OC Traffic Arua City.
When you look at the current trend of accidents that normally happens in Arua City as whole, there are 3 in nature. We always have fatal accidents, we have serious accidents and minor accidents. And when you look at the fatal accidents, sometimes the key factor, it is recklessness of both the drivers and riders. Sometimes even the pedestrians who normally cross the road recklessly, who uses the road recklessly without due care of their lives, and even others who uses the road.
Sekacha advised the parents to stop permitting the juveniles to ride or drive before they meet the required standard.
The same to minors, and when you look at the category of the drivers, when it comes to the riders, more so I may call them juveniles. The reason being that many younger boys are in the holidays. So I urge you parents, guardians, to help these younger boys not to ride. A case in point, many of them are riding Lexus, the so-called tricycles. You find a boy below the age of 18 is riding a Lexus, yet he's supposed to have a driving license of class B1 to make sure that he is fit on the road. But many parents don't consider that. Fit on the road, but many parents don't consider that.
Joseph Chura reporting.
We do very much apologize for the technical breakdown, and as we get to move on with the weekly news roundup, the Uganda Post Congress members in the West Nile sub-region on Thursday 16th of January 2025 gathered to pay their last respect to their fallen comrade Ismail Joash Kadilo Uyuroth, who passed on after an illness, as Alfred Jawok has more on the story.
Uganda People's Congress UPC members in the West Nile region on Thursday 16th January this year gathered to pay their last respects to their fallen comrade Ismail Joash Kadilo Uyuroth, who passed away after a long illness. The emotional tribute was a testament to the strong bonds of love and shared values that exist within the party. As the mourners converged at a Ferry Primary School playground in the municipality, they were met with the somber faces and tearful eyes. Leo David, chairman UPC party Greater Rua, said the atmosphere was heavy with the grief, yet it was also filled with a sense of celebration and gratitude for the life and legacy of their departed member.
Comrade Ismail Joash Kadilo Uyuroth is a disaster to this nation. He's a great man. Firstly, as a member of West Nile, a member of the Aluru clan, and he is a very good citizen who served with diligence. You are aware, he worked in UPC 1 government. He worked as a director of geography in the Ministry of Education. You are aware, he served as the ninth head teacher, headmaster in King's College Budo, the first non-Muganda in that land to occupy that position. And he worked with diligence.
Other mourners, including RDC Nebi Robert Abak and other senior officials, delivered heartfelt eulogies praising the deceased for his dedication, hard work, and commitment to the legacy he left behind.
The late Uyuroth Kadilo was a great man. We remember him for being a very great educationist. But one thing that one must learn from the deceased is that he studied in a village school here, which means there was good parenting. He was encouraged to go to school from primary school right from Padwood, which is deep to the village here, but he climbed the ladder up to where he ended. He became a head teacher of the prestigious school King's College Budo. Now I call upon our people, the parents now, let's not neglect our children. We have materials and the brains in this great Aluru land.
Honorable King Grace Freedom, Senior Presidential Advisor, said late Joas was more than just a party member and was a true patriot, a champion of justice, and a passionate advocate for the rights of the local community to education in Uganda.
Today we are burying Elder Ismail Uyuroth at 83 years, but he has been very critical in the society of Greater Nile. He has been a pillar in education as the first black headmaster of King's College Budo, and chairpersons of many boards na Bisunta Kisudi, Pakada Seed, Oringi SS, Padwood SS member, District Service Commission, a member of the sponsorship board of the Church of Uganda. He has contributed a lot and he has impacted on many people's lives. He could have done a direct impact through relationship, interpersonal relationships, but he has impacted the whole country through his role in teaching, but also in governance and administration.
The burial ceremony was attended by a large crowd of mourners, including party officials, local leaders, and members of the community. The UPC members vowed to continue fighting for the causes that their fallen comrade held, and they pledged to honor their memory by remaining true to the party's values and ideals. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
The real proof that people shall be remembered for their lives.
And finally, Vura Senior Secondary School, one of the oldest government institutions in the district, is struggling with the challenge of poor infrastructure, ranging from old classroom blocks, inadequate dormitory facilities, calling for intervention of stakeholders, where recently a member of Parliament, Yovan Adriko, donated 40 bags of cement to support in noble cause of giving the school a facelift. Take a look at the story. Vura Senior Secondary School, found in Vura SS Village, Tilevo Parish in Vura Sub-County Narrow District, was founded in the year 1980 to provide affordable quality education to the surrounding community by the Church of Uganda. The government-aided secondary school has stood the test of time, producing a number of excellent personnel to the country over the years because of its brand as one of the centers of academic excellence in the region. However, the school today is grappling with poor infrastructure, ranging from dilapidated classroom blocks, inadequate dormitories to accommodate the increasing population of learners, among other challenges calling for intervention of all stakeholders. Watum Rogers, the deputy head teacher in charge of administration at the school, laments on some of the infrastructure challenge the school is encountering as this.
The issue of infrastructure is a very big challenge. You can see most of the structures are not even finished. These were built by parents, others do not have even the ring beams. And this is where we are operating. The hall that we use for many functions and programs that even come from outside is not enough. We don't have a functional library. At least for laboratory we're okay. We don't have a hall where we can hold functions, and that's our situation.
Watum blames the challenge on limited support from the government, since the school has not benefited from the government programs such as African Development Bank, among others.
What you see is basically the effort of the parents. Except for two, there's a laboratory up there that was recently constructed, and that was through lobbying, where our head teacher, together with the former board of governors, were able to bring on board the commissioner, who even came personally to the school and saw the situation. Then apart from that one, there is the old laboratory that was built by an NGO, EDF, those days. We think that came through the government. So to say those are the only two infrastructures the school has ever received since its inception.
To bridge the gap now, the all students of the school have launched an initiative to facelift the advanced level block as the school management struggles to put up a dormitory to accommodate the boys at the school.
Everywhere, all the stakeholders contribute to the development of such an institution, but I must say it's not the first time all students are doing some work here. We have ever done some recommendable job, but along the way there was some silence on our part. But now the current leadership has awakened the sleeping lion in the all students, and they are ready to bring the change they want to see.
Adriko Nelson, the Parents Teachers Association chairperson of the school, lauded the stakeholders for joining hands in undertaking the developmental projects.
I want to appreciate the head teacher for this particular setting with your staff. I always feel happy when I see them around me. When I see this one around me, my old students, I feel happy. I must take a special appreciation to you as our member of parliament of our constituency. You are doing your part. We appreciate that. continue with the struggle.
Relatedly, to support the noble cause of giving the school a facelift, Yovan Adrico, the Member of Parliament of Vura County, who is so dismayed by the status of the school, on the 17th of January 2025, delivered part of the 40 bags of cement he recently pledged towards the projects.
This is a very old institution in Vura County, and I feel very bad to see the school in this condition, but it's not late. We can come together and do something, because Vura Secondary School started long ago and it produced a lot of citizens in this country, and today if you say still, then support, this school needs city support. If you go to other secondary schools, so you see a lot of changes, but time has come. As a leader, as a member of this institution, or member of parliament, Vura County, so I'll make sure let's do something in this school.
Vura Senior Secondary School had a total population of 753 students at the beginning of last year. However, the numbers are expected to shoot up in the new academic year. Farish Majid, Charita Sara, reporting for the 40 bags of cement. The status of the school, on the 17th of January 2025, delivered part of the 40 bags of cement he recently pledged towards the projects.
This is a very old institution in Vura County, and I feel very bad to see the school in this condition, but it's not late. We can come together and do something, because Vura Secondary School started long ago and it produced a lot of citizens in this country, and today if you say still, then support, this school needs city support. If you go to other secondary schools, so you see a lot of changes, but time has come. As a leader, as a member of this institution, or member of parliament, Vura County, so I'll make sure let's do something in this school.
Vura Senior Secondary School had a total population of 753 students at the beginning of last year. However, the numbers are expected to shoot up in the new academic year. Farish Majid, at the beginning of last year. However, the numbers are expected to shoot up in the new academic year. Farish Majid, Charita Sara, reporting for West Nile TV, Nilecast. All right, thank you so much for being part of the West Nile TV weekly news roundup. I've been Farish Majid, and I want to wish you the very best. And let's catch up again until next time.